Patriots off to a strong start, 2-0. Their offense not off to a strong start, especially the passing game. I'm Kevin Dupont for Globe 10.0, here with Adam Kaufman. And it's amazing to look down that roster of NFL quarterbacks and see Tom Brady in terms of efficiency somewhere down around 26 or 27. So, I mean, we all know how histrionic he's been. This is Brady in terms of the passing game and hard on his receivers. He has to share some of this burden, and the question is how much.
I think more than he's been getting.
Okay.
I haven't constructed sort of that blame chart with different percentages, what goes where, but we've all been talking about the drops by the rookie receivers, injuries, that sort of thing, but Brady has to be held accountable as well. I know something Ben Volen has written about and talked about on Boston.com is missing open receivers, missing some targets. The accuracy has been a bit of a problem this year. That has contributed to that lack of efficiency, and I think that Brady has to really reel in his temper as well. That's the
totally agree with that.
The exuberance that he has shown in terms of frustration out there on the field has you could argue if we were talking about anyone other than Tom Brady, we'd all be all over the guy and calling it inexcusable, and you can't be treating guys that way or reacting that way to young rookie mistakes, but because it is Tom Brady, he gets a little bit of slack. It's been a problem.
He does, and on that specific subject, I think a little's fine, and a little goes a long way. I think like anything else, when you get to an excessive amount, and to me, by my eye, excessive in these first two games. These guys have to pay attention. They have to learn their routes, but not to the point where they feel like beaten dogs. Here's why I give them the break, and this is nothing new. I give them the break in that, Vereen breaks the wrist, Hernandez, the Hernandez thing, the Gronk thing, the Welker thing. There's all these things. So I look at it kind of when I'm watching these games, does he look overly jittery? Does he look like he's got a dead arm? Does he look confused? I don't see any of that. So
he doesn't have his targets.
He doesn't have his targets, and he has been off. And I think I think there's some criticism there. Some of those passes in these first two games weren't as crisp. But again, it's first two games. You got to give it. I'll give him, because team sport and all of that. I'll give him some percentage of this, but a very limited amount.